Alright guys, so you want to know how to install the hood latch and the cables for the E46 BMW. Like, for instance, on mine, the previous owner put pins because the original hood latch stuff was locking up and didn't open. This is a drift car, but this just takes way too long to actually open. You have to really press it down and pull at the same time. You have to do both sides. So I'm just going to be switching to the original hood latch and cables. So I'll show you how to do that and then we'll move forward. So this is what I got. Just some new, these are probably some cheap Chinese ones. Hood latches. And this is what I got. All 3 cables. This thingy that I'm guessing goes in the interior. So yeah, this is how annoying it is to open these hood latches, because that will probably fall down and click back in. I have to go to this side. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here it is. Got to put the hood latches in. Probably gonna connect the cable right away. And the original cable, it's cut, so I'm replacing every single one. I'm gonna start off with installing the straight cable. I think it's the shortest one here, but pretty much you just put it in through here, pull it back, just slide the cover in there like so. Then we're gonna go take the second latch, do the same thing. Alright, now I'm gonna put the second cable in, and it goes, or at least supposed to go, in here, but it doesn't want to, so, oh, there we go. Went in, just like that. And now I gotta figure out what screws to use, because these are not threaded. Not sure if that's how it comes with the original ones or what, but I'm just gonna go find some screws. Found some screws here. They're just with a 10mm head, so they will work. But before putting this thing in, I'm gonna take the cable with the plastic part and put it in right away. But I'm probably gonna do that on the car because it can be a little uncomfortable to get this plastic part through, and I don't really want to disconnect it and lose the pieces that are inside there. So I'm just gonna take this end. This plastic piece clips in right over there. But first I'm gonna take this, put it right by my radiator, and now I'm gonna grab this end and connect the cable here. Just slide it in. There we go. And it's just like that. I'm gonna take this end, pull it through, and put it in those 2 holes. Just click it in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this lock through here. You kind of have to move it around and figure out where it will slide in, just like that. Then we grab our second one, make sure the cable goes over the fan, not in the fan, so you don't cut it up. And we figure out how to slide this one in. There we go. Now I just got to put the screws in, and that part will be done. So for our next step, we're going to have to go into the interior and pop this plastic off. Usually you can just pop it off with your hand carefully without breaking it. Now we come along over here where you see this mechanism. There's a bolt or a screw on the side of this handle we're going to have to remove so we can pop this whole plastic cover off to get to the cable. So I went ahead and removed this long screw that was for this handle, and right under the handle there is one more screw that goes over here, and this just pops right off. Now we have to remove I don't know if you can see that, but there's a clip over here. I gotta pop it off. So I'm gonna grab clip removal tool and just pop that clip right off. So I'm gonna peel this carpet back carefully, and you can see the cables here. So now what we gotta do is there's a screw here with like a star bit. So we're gonna remove this plastic piece because I might be replacing it because I have a new one, but we'll see. A T20 bit, and I'm gonna unscrew that. Hold it at the same time so it doesn't fall down. It's gonna be annoying to get down from under there. And we can should be able to pop this thing right out. So what I'm doing here, let me see if I can show you guys, but back here there's this rubber piece. It goes into the firewall. I just pulled it out. Now I'm gonna pull this whole cable out, and that's how you get that off. And so it'd be easier to put the new cable in. The side that goes into the engine bay has this rubber piece on it, on the cable. I pulled it out so we can now feed the cable from the interior up over here and through this area. Now you just gotta find where that hole is. Somewhere in the corner, there it is. You start carefully feeding that cable through that hole. And this rubber piece, make sure it goes in all the way to this line. Now I'm gonna show you how to install the new mechanism on here. Now I have my new mechanism here. I'm just gonna take this cable, pop it in here, and then this thing has a groove over here. That's where the cable goes through. We're gonna do that right now. Then you just slide it over, and this thing is ready to be installed. So all you do is twist it up, slide it in, and then twist it down. And that's when you know it's on there. Now I'm gonna put the screw back in. So now that we got that on there, I put a new clip for the carpet, put all that back together. Now I'm gonna put this plastic piece back on there. There's one tab that was loose, broke off now, but That's fine, it's still gonna hold on. And now I'm gonna grab the screw, put it into this hole. Alright, that's tight. Now our handle should just go on there. Something like that. Then you have the screw with the bigger head. Goes right in the top. Just gonna hold it in place so it doesn't move. Alright. So now that works. Usually you have a plastic down here. I don't have it yet, but it'd be a few screws. Pretty easy to remove. Now you can go ahead and put the rubber piece back on. Now I just have to put the plastic piece that goes over here. Probably gonna pull out these clips without breaking them. Just like that. Gonna slide it into the plastic. Make sure when you're putting it on, it's centered with the hole so you don't break the clip. There we go. Now that's all back together, and we can move on to the engine bay. And just put this cable right through it. It's a little tricky, but there we go. Just push it. Should come out. Just like that. Now you just have to open this thing up. You have to press the tabs in. But mine's already open. And you just connect the cables. Actually, before that, I'm probably going to put some sort of grease in here so it doesn't wear out too quick. I have my grease here. Just going to put it right where it slides. On the cable. Right. Now we just have to slide the cable in. There we go. I think it's in. This should clip back together. Just like that. Now I just have to make sure when I close the hood, these line up well with these so it doesn't get stuck on them. Also, I'd recommend lubing up this thing because right now when I pull it, it doesn't do anything, but it's supposed to go like this when you pull the handle, but it's just getting stuck, so I'm gonna lubricate that real quick. So now I should hopefully close. I might still need to realign the hood and fenders and stuff, but I'm gonna see over there. Looks like it matches up. Here looks like it matches up. This arm matches, so should close and hopefully open. Actually, this one might need to be pushed back a little. And so is this one. So just gonna adjust that. Everything should work. But other than that, that's the whole process of removing the cables. It's not too difficult to do. I think it's a good thing, or you should do, because on these cars, just because of the age, stuff breaks, cables rip, they get stuck, rusty inside, and then you're stuck with the hood not opening. But if you ever had that problem, you can pop out these grills. You could just reach in where that cable is, and you could pull on that cable and it should open up, but it's a bit of a pain, so that's how I'd recommend replacing all this before it starts having that problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it was helpful, and thank you for watching.